No, I did not. It kind of went right from there. They called it, and then we were right into playing again. I didn't get a chance to talk to him.
What was your opinion of it?
Hey, that's not what lost us the football game. So I'd have to watch it on tape again. I saw it live. I kind of looked down the field, but they got a tough job, and I'll look at it, and but that's not at all what lost us the football game.
What lost you the game?
Yeah, shoot. I mean, that's pretty simple, right? The 3 turnovers lost us the game. The time of possession loses you the game. We lost it together. Offense, defense, special teams, coaching. We lost it together. That's what lost us the game.
What did you think of the Dallas Goedert fumble? It looked like he was face masked on that play. Did you get an explanation there? There's a long stoppage.
I didn't. We got to have better ball security there. We take a lot of pride in how we protect the football. We were obviously loose with it. That's how they got it out, and defense did a nice job of stopping them right there. So that we held them to 3. Looking at my decision on that, I thought. I know he made the one at the end of the first half. I didn't think that was easy for him. Thinking about the line of where. He kicked it from and where the ball was right there. Obviously, second thought, then he made it. So I should have accepted it. He misses it, then that's the way it goes. So I had to be convicted with a decision. I was, and he made it. But as far whether it was a face mask or whether there wasn't a face mask, it's hard for them to see at that time. I get it. We got to protect the ball better, and we didn't do a good job of that all game. Like, we were loose with that football, and it came out, and they got it.
I know it's hard to tell in the moment, but Quez's big reception, 50 yards, and obviously St. Jude's was able to get it out from behind. What did you see there?
That's something that we talk about, and we think about that. You're susceptible getting up off the ground. You want to teach them to be aggressive, and if you're not seeing behind them, they get up off the ground, maybe run for a touchdown. But we also are aware that the defense is taught to take a swipe at that ball when you're getting up off the ground, kind of the same way as when you're going to the ground. The ball is not is loose sometimes when you're that way, and so. We got to do a better job of coaching that. We got to think of a drill to do that. We talk about it, but obviously we didn't execute it today. And so as a coach, you put yourself in that situation first, and you say, how do I fix that? And so we'll have to do a drill where we're getting up off the ground, protecting it, and if there's bodies around us, we got to stay down on the ground. And so, like I said, we talk about it, but I didn't put Quez in that scenario in drills. So we'll get better from this as coaches. I know Quez will get better from it as well.
Do you get a sense from the players and the coaches in the locker room after the game that this was a lost opportunity, that you had many opportunities to win this game and just gave it away?
Yeah, I give them a lot of credit. I think that's a good football team. I have a lot of respect for Coach Rivera, and so I don't ever like to say we lost it. They played and they played well, but we know that we made mistakes, right? We made uncharacteristic mistakes, and it's a both and. Like, you're not pleased with, I'll give them all the credit, but know that we didn't play our type of game. We made mistakes. We had penalties. We had uncharacteristic fumbles. We threw an interception. We didn't do a good enough job. There's some things back that we want as calls, and I didn't do a good enough job coaching this week, and so. You feel upset because you lost the game and you made a lot of mistakes. We made a ton of mistakes, and that loses you football games in this league. You turn the ball over like that loses you football games in this league.
You made a lot of mistakes, and some of the calls were freakish. Do you focus on that, or in the bigger picture you say, you know what, we're 8-1. This is one blip.
I think like whether the calls were bad or whether the calls were good or whatever it was, I think when you play the way we did tonight, when you play the way we did on all 3 phases, like offense, defense, special teams, coaching, right? When you play like that, it does seem like it seems like everything's going against you. You create your own luck, and we played like crap. We didn't do a good enough job, and and it feels like things go against you. Those plays, those scenarios that happen when you play like that, get magnified, right? Whether it was the right call or wrong call, and so we made our own luck today, and it was bad.
What do you think of the run defense and were the adjustments in the second half focused on the run defense?
Yeah, I think the second half, I thought the defense coaches did a nice job of, adjusting and held them to really 3 points there. Because the offense, we fumbled, gave them a free 3 right there, and then obviously the last play of the game. So I thought the defense made some, hats off to our defense coaches making the adjustment at halftime. But it can't be that long before we make our adjustments, and we gotta do it even quicker. Now, with that being said, they were 5 yards on first down, 2 yards on second down, or 3 yards on second down, and then they were converting on third. And they had 21 third downs. That's a lot, and so they stuck to their game plan. I respect that. Scott Turner did a good job of calling it. They stuck to their game plan and kept us on the field for an awfully long time. But I do think the adjustments that we made were good. But we can't start off flat. We can't let them get 20 and then go in and then go from there. So we got to do even better. And sometimes when the offense is, I think we had one where we turned it over, so it was the defense was out there a lot, and that's hard too. And so that's like I said, it's a full team game. Like if the offense goes, I think we went a 3-play drive. We had a couple big plays, and we threw an interception. Like they're making those adjustments right there, and then they went right down and scored off of 90 yards. It wasn't right. They took the ball all the way down the field, and so I want everybody to understand that it's like, yeah, we got to make those adjustments, and I'm saying that, but they didn't have time to because we didn't keep the ball on offense, and that's why this is a team game. Like we started 8-0 together, we lost this game together, and we're going to move on together, and we'll get better from this.
Were you concerned? You've got Jonathan Taylor, Aaron Jones, Derrick Henry coming up.
I'm only worried about Jonathan Taylor at this point. Yeah.
You didn't do very well against the run. That seems to be your Achilles heel since you lost Jordan Davis. How do you address that at the beginning of the game?
Obviously, we'll have to go look at this tape and we look at this tape and see what went down on this game, knowing that, hey, when you show that a team attacks a place, we're going to see it again, right? And then we're going to see that again. And so we'll work like crazy to get it fixed, and we understand that will be the narrative of how to beat us, and we got to own that, and we got to fix it, and we will.
2 more folks. What did you say to your team after the game?
Pretty much right what I just said to Elliot. Hey, we started 8-0 together. We lost tonight together. We move on together, and we pick ourselves up together. And because we lost this game together, we truly lost this game together. And uncharacteristic things that we did, and let's get better from this.
EJ seemed to be limping after that first reception a little bit. Was he okay?
He kept playing, and he toughed out what he was going through right there, and so I got a lot of respect for that he was able to tough that out and be out in the field because he demands a lot of respect out there.
Did that shift things for you though?
I think we still want to be able to give him the football, and I know he didn't get it as much tonight, and it shifted to Devontae a little bit more, and Quez made some plays, but they did a good job. Taking him away.
All right.